Hello, beautiful family. How are you all doing? Thank you for the love, the support. I just can't thank you enough. So, my beautiful people, today I have a quick one to share with you. Okay, Trust Progress, the analyst. I am here for you to give you all the update back to back. The purpose why you have me is for me to update you, and that is what I am doing. So please do well to share our videos, like and subscribe. Without not wasting much of your time, let me leave you to listen to this update, and I'll be right back.
Sometimes I mean, it's so much hard for some people like us to understand some of our people. Biafra have been declared. Biafra have a government now. I mean, what it requires a country to have. Biafran government. I mean, let us start from when they started. I mean, Biafran government started telling us about we have what is called Biafran. I mean, I'm trying to start where they started. They say Biafran government is going to come officially. Biafran government come to pass. They told you about how Biafran army is going to be inaugurated. Biafran army is there today. Biafran army is the reason why Nigeria government is crying today. Biafran government, after officially Biafran government was announced, officially Biafran army was announced, Biafran government also told us about Biafran Air Force coming. Biafran Air Force is there now. Biafran government told us about the Biafran Navy. Biafran Navy is and you see all these people mentioning, every single step they are making, they are doing something, and every blessed day, the whole world is hearing about Biafran Air Force, Biafran Navy, Biafran Army. And how does it happen? They so-called the enemy of Biafra, they always cry in the hand of Biafra Army. Okay, when you know reason why we are making these references, or reason why we come to analyze this is because so that you will not always say, oh, they did not tell us, oh, the Biafra Prime Minister and Biafra, they did not tell us. That's the reason why after they give you the ultimatum, they always come to pass. People like us will come back again to do what? To analyze it so that it will go into your brain. Most of people are saying, they say Biafran government, Biafran this, today Biafran government have come officially. They say, oh, the Biafra Prime Minister, whenever they say Biafra will come in 2023. Now Biafra have now officially declared. The United States of Biafra, what do you expect? I mean, what do you understand by the day you officially had the United States of Biafra, which means Biafra has been declared? Because so many of people don't understand. I don't know how you want them to declare. How do you want Biafran government to declare Biafra? You want them to start a shoot gun when to declaring Biafra? Biafra has been declared. And the enemy who knows Biafra has been declared, you see them dying in the hand of Biafra army. Because after Biafra was declared, what was the next is you see the Nigerian government, they pump the remaining soldier they have, they pump it to the east. And the Biafra army, you see what is going on today. Look at how the Nigerian army, look, you know what they are going through in the hand. Saw it. You see them crying. You see, I mean, you see what the Biafran government is doing today. You see the enemy who already know that Biafra have come. You see them start gallivanting. You see them, even to the extent the chief of army staff, the so-called giant of Africa called Nigeria, you see them coming out on national TV crying that the Biafran government have sabotaged every single step they make. Biafran government have sabotaged everything they do. Biafran government have sabotaged, I mean, they have no way out. They don't have anything to do. They don't know what else to do. And today, Biafra Central Bank or Biafra Central Bank is officially, you know, so many things that Biafra government have been doing. All of people always neglect it. You always neglect everything Biafra government is doing, every step they take. And you know my happiness is that they always inform you before it comes to pass. Every single step and every single thing you are seeing today have, I mean, Biafra government have informed every one of us before it comes to pass. Starting from Biafran government, Biafran liaison office, all over the world today. Which I always say that Biafran government, I mean, Biafra have now embassies all over the world. Do you know Congo and Senegal and other African countries in Europe where they are having their embassies? Do you know today Biafran government embassies is there, which is liaison offices. So I'm trying to enlighten you to understand that Biafra have come. Because so many of people who is gallivanting, oh, Simon Ekpa told us that Biafra will come 2023. Are you not ashamed of yourself that Biafra have been declared? The day that you had the United States of Biafra, which is the official name for Biafra, what do you expect? What do you think? What was the reason why it was called? I mean, what was the reason why that name was officially announced? It is simply because Biafra was actually declared. That very day you had the United States of Biafra. That was the day Biafra was declared. Because so many of people are jumping around. Simon Ekpa, the Biafra Prime Minister, and Biafra government, they told us that Biafra, they will declare Biafra. Biafra have already been declared. That was the reason why you had the United States of Biafra. That was the reason why you start seeing what you're seeing today. Today you are seeing Central Bank of Biafra. Everybody jumping around. Oh, it be the same thing Wazirike did. It be the same thing Wazirike did with Mazobo. And you are so stupid to understand that what is going on today is far. Is far from what you saw those days. Today you saw what is going on. Biafra have been declared. Now this is the Central Bank of Nigeria. You see, sorry, this is the Central Bank of Biafra. This is a Central Bank of Biafra. And everybody now is gallivanting, oh, it's the same thing Wazirike did. And you know my happiness? My happiness is that all of you people who is gallivanting today, you say this, you say that. Remember that the same ultimatum that Biafran government is giving today is the same thing that they have been saying. They told you Biafran coming. They told you the Biafran government coming. They told you the Biafran liaison office all over the world coming. Every single day. The same way you people neglected all those ones that have come to pass and stay today. The same way. One day, you will see now Biafran Central Bank of Biafra is now officially, and all of you people today are jumping around. Oh, Simon Ekpa and his boys. Oh, Simon Ekpa. All for whom, but one day that you will see Biafran of that. You see how everything is happening today. One day you will see the Central Bank of Biafra, and all of you people, you will see you know everything that happens when they inform you. Or I'm included, when they inform us, all of us and most of you people, they jump around and say Simon Ekpa and his boys, and at the end of the day, everything comes to pass. Today you are seeing Biafra Central Bank, and all of you are jumping around. I see IPOB Nigeria, these criminals, they are jumping around. Oh, how can Simon Ekpa officially announce the Biafra Central Bank? We know them. You have been knowing them. You have been knowing them for every single thing they said. And my question to you is that, haven't all those things they have been saying come to pass? Which you should be ashamed of yourself. Because if you know your left and right, or if you actually know what is going on, or if you actually know that Biafra has come, you shouldn't have been coming out to say all this, and the IPOB in Nigeria as well. These people are not ashamed of themselves. Because if they are ashamed of themselves, by now they should have covered their face with shit. Because everything that Biafran government have said have come to pass before even they are jumping around. Simon Ekpa and the boy, Biafran government this, Biafran government that. As they are jumping around, Biafran government have actually did everything. Today, this one that you are seeing right now, let me give you people a story. During Biafran war, you know what happened? They cage everything. They cage because you see, when I told you that the Biafran prime minister is such an intelligent man I never seen in my life, you people doesn't believe it. Do you know the reason why? The reason because he told you all those things that happened during the Biafran war, that he has studied the history of Biafra, and all those things that happened during all those times can never repeat again. This is what he told us. Because so many of people are so much ignorant to understand this man is such, this man there's one thing he told us. He said, I have studied Biafran history before I come into Biafra. That I am the last man that will be pushed around in Biafran struggle. That I will be the end of Nigeria. I swear, believe me, today, the Biafra Prime Minister have been the end of Nigeria. And this is the reason why even national TV, the so-called the giant of Nigeria, giant of Africa, chief of army staff, he come to national TV, so-called Nigerian national TV, cry. Who was the person we were calling? He said Simon Ekpa has sabotaged everything we are doing. Simon Ekpa has stopped every single thing we are doing in the southeast. Simon Ekpa, the same Simon Ekpa that you people that will give you ultimatum that I have studied the history of Biafra, and I will make sure that those things happen during that and never repeated again. And let me go back to the reason why I said this. During Biafran war, they cage food, they cage everything, they cage money. There was no money for Biafrans, there was no survivor, there was nothing for us. Our forefathers fought empty stomach, our forefathers fought with nothing. They closed everything down. And here I told you that the Biafra Prime Minister said that I have studied the history of Biafra, how they killed our ancestors, how they deal with us, and that will never happen again. And all of you people think that this man is one of the storytellers, which he told you that Onye is one of the goodest men. That I am not coming in Biafran struggle to give anybody story or to make it up to anybody. That what I bring in Biafran struggle, if you know what I bring in Biafran struggle, you will never stand on my way. All of people neglected all the. You see, when this man were telling us all these things, most of us will jump around and say, "Oh, we know him, Simon Ekpa and his boys." Today, every single thing this man have said have come to pass before even every one of us eyes. Even those who hated him so much, today they are surprised of every single thing this man is doing. They are surprised of Biafran government. The power they possess. They are surprised of it. That is the reason why I said, as all these things have been happening, all of you, you never believed it. Everything that Biafran government have been able to do, you never believed it. Now that you are saying Central Bank of Biafra, all of you people are gallivanting. Oh, we know. But before you know again now, before you know Biafran currency, you see, let me go back again. I said that Biafran Prime Minister said that what happened during Biafran war can never repeat again. All of you people are not believing it. You see, after everything the Biafran government have been doing, after the resistance, making sure that the Biafran, everything all the states makes the United States of Biafra have been declared, and now Biafra has been now officially declared, which is now the United States of Biafra. The next thing the Biafran Prime Minister was done was, the next thing he did was this thing that I'm preaching now, or was this thing that I'm trying to enlighten you now. Ask yourself, why? After the Biafran declaration that was declared, why is it that the first thing that he did was to bring the Central Bank of Biafra? Because if every one of you people, Biafrans, are reasonable people, if you are thinkable people and reasonable people, you need to sit your ass one place, asking, use your eye, look around from the beginning of the coming of Biafra Prime Minister and the beginning of Biafran government till this time today. The enemy of Biafra are crying in the hand of who? In the hand of Biafran government. Today, the whole Nigeria is now calling for negotiation. Do you people understand what it means for the so-called Nigeria, the giant of Africa, calling Biafran government for negotiation? Do you know what it means? Of course, people will never understand. Upon all the negotiation they have been calling, do you know one thing the Biafran government said? They give one ultimatum and said that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu should be the first, if there will ever listen or if there will be any negotiation. Biafran Onyen Mazen Nnamdi Kanu should be the first person to be released before any other thing. And now ask yourself, why is it that the so-called the Nigeria, the giant of Africa, we will kill Biafrans, we will slaughter them? He's not looking for negotiation. He's not looking for a way to solve the issue. And ask yourself, which issue are they now looking for? Which issue are they now calling the Biafran government to solve? When we were looking for peace and everything, they refused, they neglected it, they call it names, Simon Ekpa and his boy. We will trash them, we have been cleaning Biafrans, and we will do more again. Operation Python dance, Operation this and that, Operation whatever they have called it. Now all the operations have ended. As they come to operationalize, then the Biafran army will welcome them and actually give them what they were coming to do to Biafran. Now let us ask ourselves, who is who? Who is not to cry for each other? Who is not to beg each other? Biafran government say, we are not interested in any of your begging and any of your whatever you call it. We are not interested. Biafran government say, when we were calling for negotiation, all of you people neglected it. When we were calling for peace and unity, all of you people neglected it. And now we are into what, anyhow you bring it, we are ready to respond to you. And today, Biafran government have been able to do it. All they have been bringing up, remember, we come to kill Biafrans. At the end of the day, they will come and pick their bodies. We go to some place to kill Biafrans. At the end of the day, they will go and pack their bodies. Police will come to take to arrest Mike, Matthias and so people. Then we kill innocent child. At the end of the day, those who do that, there was a response. In Ihala, we kill Biafrans and so at the end of the day, something happened. In Anambra State, we slaughter Biafrans, the vigilantes. At the end of the day, recent one, happened for I. They saw enemy. They are getting it. We come to kill Biafra. I'm giving you all these things so that you understand that the enemy, they are tired. And this is the reason I'm saying that they are not begging for negotiation. All we try, we come to kill Biafrans, is no more happening. We go to Obinze to kill Biafrans, is no more working for them. We go to Ihala to kill Biafra, is no more working for them. We go to Imo State, Olu to kill, is not working for them. When they go to kill, there will be those who respond to them. At the end of the day, the enemy, they will go and pack their bodies. You see, I'm Dibo. When we have now on a bomb now, wound like this, now water. Ask again, one Jikwe said, if you power, me enemy, I made Biafra. It's not the Biafra. Let me even say it how he said. The Biafra Prime Minister said that. The Biafra you know today is not the Biafra of 1967, 1968. That the Biafra of today, that thing that our forefather was not able to do, we will complete it. And the people who never expected what is going to happen, they will salute us. We never even reach anywhere. As we are talking today, we never even reach anywhere. We have not even get anywhere. The giant of Africa don't they cry in the hand of Biafran government. Right now, as I'm talking to you, let me even bring you some new this thing update. All of you will know that Israel have now signed a very big deal with the Biafran government. Of course, you will not believe it, because the criminal Nigeria IPOB, they are jumping around. This one, happen, be last month. This month we dey inside. The Israelis and Biafra, they have signed a very big deal. Because you see, sometimes we will be shouting, God of Israel, God of Israel. Not knowing Israel themselves know that they are actually coming from Biafra. Because when you study the history of Biafra and Israel, you actually find out that the Israel themselves, they actually know where they come from. Because so many of people don't know your left and right. That's the reason why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu always say, go back and study history. That any day time you go back and study history, you will come back and thank him. Israel themselves, they know where they come from. We, the Biafran people, always we are crying, we are Israelite. Not knowing Israel themselves actually know that they are coming from we. You know, when we are talking, they say black people, this, and that. Let me ask you a question. Have you one day asked yourself, why is it that when you go to Igbo land, you will see some fair people that if you care is not taken, you will think they're from abroad, come to Igbo land. Go to Imo State, go to Anambra State, go to all Biafran land, go to all Igbo land. Have you asked yourself, why is it that most of you people are even looking like European people? Because you don't know your left and right. Everything is normal to an Igbo man. You never ask yourself, can you hear me? If you go to some part of Igbo land, you will see some European Igbo man. You will see some Igbo man, if it's open or so, if you don't speak Igbo to you, you will never know he's an Igbo man. Because we are one of the oldest history people in the world, which Israel themselves today. Let me ask you something. Do you know what they call Torah? Do you know what they call Torah? That thing Israel have bring that into Biafra land. You know how many times they have brought it to Biafra land? I mean, that particular thing, we the Biafra should be the one going to Israel to ask for it. But Israel are the one bringing it to Biafra land. Because you don't know history. Because you don't know left and right. That is the reason why. After that Torah was bringing to Biafra land, Mazenam can say something that Biafra have come. That the Torah that Israel brought from Israel to Biafra land, that something has happened that none of people will ever know. That something that happened right now is something that all of people never expect, and you don't know what happened. That was the day Biafra come. And you know the reason why I'm using this type of thing is because I want you to know that Biafra that you have been looking for years, that Biafra so many of people neglect, you call it name, have come. That was the reason why you had the United States of Biafra. Which now, even if heaven will fall, Biafra will never change from United States of Biafra. It will never change. Because that name have been mounted, which is the everlasting name that we ever had. Is called United States of Biafra. And the reason why it was called the United States of Biafra, it was open for you. That was Biafra consists with a lot of states. That was the reason why I call United States of Biafra. But most of you people today, you neglect everything the Biafran government is doing. That is the reason why I say, keep on neglecting Biafran government. Why they keep on? I always say that I'm so much happy that you people are neglecting what Biafran government is doing. But do you know my so much happiness is that every single thing the Biafran government have been telling you have come to pass. There is no one thing that Biafran government said is going to be that never be. Everything they have, the ultimatum, all they have said has come to pass. Now you are seeing Biafra Central Bank. And all for suddenly some idiots, some junkies, and IPOB Nigeria and all that junkies, they are jumping around. What is the reason why? Oh, we know Sam Rep and his boys. Why? Now in the Central Bank of Biafra. We know them, they want you to cash out. Why? Of course, you don't know the left and right. And I will never blame you of that. Of course, you never listen to Biafra Prime Minister. From the beginning of him stepping into Biafran stuff, he said that every single thing that have happened in Biafran struggle today, or he said that I have studied the history of Biafra, and believe me, I will change all those, I will make sure that all those things change. That was when Mazenam can say, he said that the new dimension the Biafra Prime Minister Mazenam is bringing is one of the toppest. And remember, me and you was not the one that told Mazenam to say that, but Mazenam knows what he had. That was the reason why sometimes the Biafra Prime Minister would say, do you know the deal I have with Mazenam? All of you are Galavant, he said Galavant, but do you know the deal I have with Mazenam? Do you know? And even without him telling you people, most of us will watch the Biafra Prime Minister live when he interviewed, the interview that he gave to Mazenam Kanu. He told Mazenam Kanu, period, on live broadcast that thousands of people watch. He told Mazenam Kanu, you said you are looking for 100 men. He said, yes, I'm looking for 100 men. He told Mazenam Kanu, go and look for 50 men. That I have 50 men for you. And that 50 men is in me. Go and look for 50 men. And stop looking for 100 men. That now you have 50 men. Go and look for extra 50 men. Because all of you people are ignorant. You are so much ignorant too. You know one thing, somebody, I always say before you fight somebody, you should go and study the history of that person. Go and study the history of that person before you fight the person. Go and study the history of that person before you go after the person. Without doing that, you don't need to go after the person. Ask for somebody, who is this, before you start going after the person. If you do not do so, don't go after the person. That the person might be who you don't know. All of you neglected today. Biafra Prime Minister has been able to do what more than 50 men have been able. What more than 50 men can do. And now I understand what you always say. Go and look for 50 men. Stop looking for 100 men. You have 50 men already. Now look for 50 men. Then the job will be done. Today. What are we seeing today? Biafran government coming. It was a magic to every one of you people. Today, Biafran government have come to stay. All of people were, Biafran government in exile. Biafran government. Now we have Biafran government in de facto, Biafra de facto government in Biafra land. As you are seeing everything today, every single thing that is going on is happening before in your eyes. Before your eyes, everything is happening. The day that, let me even break it for you, the day that Biafra will be inaugurated in Biafra land, of course, you don't know. A lot have been put in a place. There was a time I told that how to develop Biafra had been already budgeted. How to give a good school, a good hospital, good road, how to develop Biafra have been already budgeted. I told you for long. Have been budgeted. That was the reason why everything you have seen today, it happened so fast. It happened so quick because it is already been budgeted. Everything is in a place. When you see something happening in Biafran stock, that means that time have got, it have getting to the time of that particular thing. That's the reason why it's happening. And all of you are jumping around. Oh, now you are seeing Central Bank of Biafra. All of you are jumping. Oh, Simon Ekpa. We know they want to cash out. One day, you know my own is always, I always say, let us watch and see. And let me even giving you this particular one. That the reason why the Biafra Prime Minister is doing all this that you are seeing today is because he said, I studied Biafra history. I studied what our forefathers they go through, what our ancestors they go through, what they pass through. And he said that the same thing can never repeat in 2023. All of people today, you are jumping around and everything has happened. Everything that this man has been telling you have come to pass. Biafra has been declared today. All of you people, are, of course, you are not seeing it. But those who goes to Biafra land, who take what to Biafra land, they know the outcome of it. That's the reason why I don't blame any of you people. Because here one Nigeria now fear. Which is the reason why, one of the biggest reasons why I'm a blame. Imagine when somebody before, let us talk about when Operation Python, Operation this, Operation Monkey and stuff. You remember all those days? You hear Ghana Afobo, they have killed 20 people here. Nigeria Army have killed 20 people here. Nigeria Army have killed 50 people there today. Any day, anytime you see Hill-off, that Hill-off doesn't go back. If 20 people is in that Hill-off going to kill Biafra, he never go back. And all these things never happened before, but it's happening in 2023. But later you come and jump around, Simon Ekpa, you come and do your stupidity, showcase how useless and foolish you are on social media. Because you don't know that Biafra have come. Keep on ignoring Biafran government. I always say it. You know, most of you people in Nigeria today, I said, it's a high time you need to divert all you are doing with any government. You need to start calling on Biafran government. Because you have a government that will protect you. You have a government when they speak, it goes loud. You have a government that you have imagine, just look at Biafra, look at the level of Biafra now. But look at the power they possess. Look at how strong they are. Look at how strong, indefeatable they are. But all of you are not seeing it. We don't blame you guys. We can never blame you. Because I can never blame you, of course. I told you. Game about businessman is a high time to start looking up to Biafran government. When I was making this video some months ago, all of you called me idiot. I told you, you businessman, start looking up to your government. And remember, after all those videos we were making, some week ago, last week, I saw a lot of people calling on the Biafran government, and it was one of the biggest happiness that I ever got in Biafran struggle. I saw people shouting, Biafran government, we need this. Even to the extent, every community right now, when they see Nigerian police, when they see Nigerian soldier, they are calling Biafran government. Biafran army, come and save us. We are seeing terrorists here. Biafran army, come and save us. Biafran air force, come and save us. Biafran navy, anywhere you are, be strong. They are doing this, they are doing that. It never happened before. But most of the citizens of Biafra, they now understand. That's the reason why if they just see any kake man that wear Nigerian uniform, the next thing you'll be hearing, hey, Biafran army, we see terrorists in Ihala, Biafran army, we see terrorists in Oluo, Biafran army, we see terrorists. You will see anywhere they see Nigerian army, you will see our people, Biafran city, calling them terrorists. But all of you are still calling Biafran government, neglecting them. But why as most of people are jumping around, being foolish, being so stupid? Many Biafrans are not calling on their government. And do you know, my most happiness in all these things is happening that whenever they call on their government, they respond. The one that happened, what is this place? Some days ago, I saw a brother calling that Biafra Prime Minister, our community have been run by China Sangoru and his men. Come and save us. I was surprised. He was calling them, please, come and help us. The dead man squad, they are here. They are killing us and kidnapping us. They say they are ESN. It not reach 24 hours. The Biafra Prime Minister respond. And after his response, what was the next thing we saw? There was in order. You know when they mention Biafran army, all the enemy they run away. Any community they say Biafran army exists, then you will never see Nigerian soldier there. Any community they say Biafran Air Force or Biafran resistance fighter, any community they had that Biafran resistance fighter or Biafran army exists, you will never see any terrorists there. But all of you were still jumping around. Simon Ekpa and his boys. You don't know. See, let me tell you people today, before God am I, a kind of the first prime minister Biafran government, the first prime minister you people had, is one of the prime minister you people, in generation of Biafra, you people always remember this man. Go and mark my word today. The first prime minister Biafran have, all of you people, you will remember this man called Man Simon Ekpa. I'm telling you, go and mark it today. This man history, almost time like this, you people will be discussing this man history. Your children coming. There will be a time the Biafra prime minister, this prime minister, this one that is doing the needful. There will be a time. That time maybe you will grow old, you cannot work, or maybe that time you have your grandchildren. You'll be like, let me tell you a story. I want to tell you a story how Biafra comes, or the people, or the first prime minister. There will be a time you'll be telling your grandchildren about the Biafra prime minister, because this man, or one of Odogu, the whole world have been trying the criminal. We want to extraordinary rendition him. We want to kidnap. Do you know what it means before the Nigerian government start crying on life? Coming out in public say we have gone for Simon Ekpa. We have gone for him to kidnap him to. He never work for us. To the extent they start calling on Finland government. Finland government is protecting him. Finland government is protecting him. The recent criminal they sent to Finland. Have you forgotten what happened to them? Ask them what happened to them. Then we'll tell you. So, this is an advice to every single Biafran. Stop neglecting Biafran government. Stop ignoring them. The earlier you understand that Biafra, because so many of people say, oh, this is December, they have not declared Biafra. They told us they will declare Biafra. Because you don't know your left and right. Biafra have come. They declared Biafra. Some week ago, Biafra was actually officially declared. That was why you had the United States of Biafra. After the status of Biafra had been passed, they have been arranging the status until it was concluded before they officially declared Biafra, the United States of Biafra. And that was the day Biafra was declared. But so many people don't know their left and right. They are confused. Oh, this, oh, that. In fact, God bless the Biafra Prime Minister. God bless the Biafran government. God bless the Biafran army, the resistance for everybody. God bless you so much. I want you Biafrans, especially Ndigo. Una water na Biafra biago. Una water ho ya. Mam na gu na ezoku. E makwa ihe na favor. Ihe na akwa Central Bank of Biafra. Una ma ho na Biafra biago. This is Central Bank of Biafra. Ihe na. So everything always come when they tell you, they say, oh, they are bringing Biafran government in another man country today. What is going on? The same way you are seeing it today, before you know, sometimes ago, we were sharing Biafra currency online. All of people were jumping around. Oh, we mokoko. Crazy people, we know them. There's two people, we know them. We were sharing Biafran currency online. Of course, you don't know what is going on. It's going to happen so amazing to all of you people. God bless you so much. As you hear this message, send it to your brother, send it to your sister, send it to whoever, that even those who don't believe in Biafra, let this message get to them, that Biafra has come. And those who is waiting for Biafra to be declared, Biafra has been already declared. That was the day it was officially announced, the United States of Biafra. Take this video to your brother. Let them know. Let them understand that Biafra has been declared. Let them understand that Biafra, this particular one you see here, Central Bank of Biafra. Central Bank of Biafra. Of course, you always neglect it. You always neglect it. Simon Ekpa and his boy. But at the end of the day, we will know who is who. Because that is how I always pick my own. You neglect the Biafran government, you neglect the Biafra Prime Minister. I don't care. But my happiness is that every single thing Biafran government have bring on board have come to pass. So keep on ignoring. God bless Biafra. God bless the Biafra Prime Minister. Every one of us. Even you, I don't believe in Biafra. God bless you. Go ahead.
So my wonderful family, that brings us to the end of this update. Do well to like the video, share, and subscribe. Thank you, and bye-bye. So my wonderful family, that brings us to the end of this update. Do well to like the video, share, and subscribe. Thank you, and bye-bye.